Well, Gary and I met years ago. I owned a fireworks business. He walks into my tent, and he had long hair at the time, and he flips his hair over his shoulder and was chewing gum obnoxiously, and he says, "So, what kind of a deal will you give me if I bought $3,000 worth of fireworks?" I said, "I would charge you double." And he didn't take that well.
We were engaged, but hadn't pulled the trigger yet. So we decided to re-engage.
I had been praying for Christian friends, and suddenly our Wednesday night groups led into this re-engage group. Because during this time, while we were both believers, we didn't really understand the purpose of marriage. Our small group didn't let us off the hook.
At one time, I'd be like, "Come on, let's do this," and Sarah's reluctant, and then she'd say, and I'd go, "Well, I don't know." And our group was watching that, and they really got to know us, and they rallied around us and really would not let us off the hook. They encouraged us and said, "No, if this is the right thing, then this is what we need to do, and we need to do it now."
There were 14 of us in our group, and they had been encouraging us and praying for us, and there were several times that we tried to get married. Like, my dad had a heart attack, his mom died, and it was just constant roadblocks, and our group was just praying that something would happen, and we were going to persevere. So we did. And with the help of our small group, 14 of us and several family members, at our house on a Sunday, and we just decided to pull the trigger. My dad came up from Madison and married us on my mom's birthday, January 17th, 2021.
Every time we heard a testimonial from a couple, we realized that our relationship isn't that much different than theirs. Everybody has their ups and downs in relationship, and it's how you deal with the ups and the downs in your relationship that make you successful. You know, every opportunity we've had to do something as a couple here at the church, we've done. And particularly in the second round, our relationship got God-centered. And
well, there's accountability.
Yeah.
You know.
And it has been extraordinarily rewarding for us, and to some extent for our small group too, who have been a part of that. And now we're going to take what we've learned and teach some re-engage as well.
One of the greatest fruits and the questions that comes out of our group now is, I guess nothing's changed since you got married, huh? You know, because you were engaged for 5 years. Everything's changed. Because when you live within God's design of how you're supposed to live, of how He wants us to live, there's no guilt. There's absolute freedom. There's absolute commitment. And it's not a contract anymore, it's a covenant. And when you have that security and you have others around you that will not let you off the hook, and they keep encouraging that, that's what re-engage is.
Yeah, it's really been awesome.
That's what small group is.
What re-engage in the church and God, of course, has done with and for us has been quite remarkable.